The first holiday season that we were Catholic, I bought this statue. It was about this tall of baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph, and it was so cute, and I put it on my mantle. We stored it in the attic. My house is chaos, and I heard the box coming down the attic. The next Christmas, I hear bang, 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 smash. We had knocked off Joseph's head. We can't have nice things. So that year, I put up my statue of baby Jesus and Mary and John the Baptist. Anyone who's not laughing at that joke has not read their Bible in a very long time. If you didn't get that joke, ask your friend that's going to heaven. One of my favorite things about being Catholic is that when I am being a whole disaster and people try to hold me accountable, I can accuse them of religious persecution. So Lent always occurs early in the year, February or March, and that is never enough time for me to get my Christmas lights down. So this year, when I got the annual cease and desist letter from the Homeowners Association saying, "Take down your Christmas lights," I was like, "Oh, you mean my Lent lights?" I said, "I am Catholic. I just put these up." I explained, "We leave them turned off to symbolize the darkness of sin." The president of my homeowners association was like, "Jen, we go to the same church. Would you please shut up? Just take down your Christmas lights." Another lady at church took me aside and told me that I need to be more of a Proverbs 31 woman. Have you heard of this? It's a movement based on, of course, Proverbs 31. Proverbs 31 says something like, this woman, a good woman, brings in food from afar to bless her family. She speaks respectfully to all she encounters. She is wise with the coins her husband gives her. She said, "You need to be more of a Proverbs 31 woman." I said, "There are other Bible verses." Psalm 64, for example. "God shall smite my enemies in my sight and lay a table of vengeance before me." I'm a Psalm 64 woman. Less housework, more vengeance. We've traveled with the kids quite a bit. Notice I did not say took vacations. When you travel with kids, it is just taking the chaos of your house and relocating it to a place that's not equipped to deal with it. And it's just, and then we've got quite a few kids, and you can only have like 4 kids in a hotel room, and my husband is so cheap that it became like, all right, who's gonna hide in the closet when the manager comes? And we tried to get rooms like way far away from, everything. But one time we got a room, it was right across from the front desk. So see, I thought ahead. I had matching outfits for some of my girls. They're close in age, matching swimsuits and everything. So I took an older daughter to the pool, but then I'm coming back with the younger daughter. I could see the front desk manager kind of counting, like, now wait. So what you got to do in these situations is you got to get out ahead of it. So I turned to him and I'm like, your pool shrunk my daughter. but it was one of these trips that was like completely chaotic, and my husband had saved a beer for himself that that was going to be his treat at the end of the trip. He forgot a bottle opener. We were new Catholics, and I was wearing my St. Benedict medal. He said, hand me that medal. I was like, you know what? Yes, prayer instead of alcohol. Yes. He took poor little St. Benedict. He wedged this medal up on like the side of a counter, put it under the beer bottle cap, goes bang, 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 pop. It came right off. He's like, that is a miracle of St. Benedict right there. And if anyone has any connections at the Vatican, he wants it stated for the record that if he has ever canonized a saint, he wants his medal to double as a bottle opener. I was not raised Catholic. I was raised in a nice atheist family. When I converted, I wrote about it on a blog. And that blog went viral, and all the internet atheists found it. My inboxes were full of messages from these guys saying, this is pathetic. You're pathetic. They said, you know what it is? You're weak. They said, you're weak and you need your life to be easy, and that's why you did this. I said, you think that I was desperate for my life to be really easy, and my solution to that was to get really involved in the Roman Catholic Church? Being Catholic has mainly given me more ways to fail as a mother. For those of you guys who aren't Catholic, it's just craziness. It is not just Christmas and Easter when you're Catholic. There's Advent, there's Lent, there's some random saint's feast day. There's all the influencers like, I once heard of a woman who didn't celebrate her child's baptism day. Like, it's so much. It's so much more than just like Christmas and Easter. In atheism, we just had Shark Week.